Hi everybody, thank you for tuning into another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Oculus Quest 2, which is a VR headset. It's a standalone device. It doesn't need a smartphone or anything like that. Just before we go ahead and crack this thing open, where did this come from? This is effectively a product that evolved from this here. This is the Samsung Gear VR. It was designed, I guess, in conjunction or produced by Oculus themselves, who are natively a VR product sort of company. And they made this device that allowed you to slip your smartphone into it. So you take this cap off here, you slip your smartphone in. You could choose the different connectors as well. This would come off as well. So you could choose the right phone. I'll try and clip that off right now. The right adapter for your phone. Put your phone in there. It wasn't that bad in terms of locking out light coming from the front. Light bleed was very, very minimal. It wasn't 100% gone, but it was very, very minimal, so it was adequate to use. And then you would effectively slip it on, and you could use this with a controller like this to navigate around in the actual VR console and select your games and YouTube and videos or apps, whatever else you want to experiences, right? And it was a good way to navigate around. And for a budget VR headset, I'd say budget because they were very, very affordable prices. They weren't priced extremely expensive at all, which was a good thing that Samsung did. In some cases they even gave them away with the phones. They were good to just have a little bit of a laugh, right, and experience VR. They've since discontinued these, and these effectively evolved into this product here. So Oculus Quest came out, and now the Quest 2 has come out as well. And this is the one here. This is specifically a 256 gig model, so you can get 64 gig, 128 and 256 if I'm not mistaken. So I've gone for the 256, and that means that you'll probably be able to install more apps and stuff on there as well. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Now I don't know if I'm going to need a knife to get it open, or if I'll be able to pull this tab here. No? Okay, it looks like I get a bit of a Nest camera vibe for some reason opening this. I don't know, it's very it's hard to describe. That's very close to the camera there, isn't it? Just gonna go ahead and get the shrink wrap off. It's always nice when you don't need to get out the old Stanley knife to get the shrink wrap off. So we're gonna go ahead and just open this thing up. Probably not going to be able to use it here, to be honest. Might just have a quick look at the smartphone app, which I have installed. And something I'm going to point out about this, very important to notice, it says from Facebook. What I've noticed in the app, and I'll show you in a minute, is as I was just going through the sort of basic setup, I was really unable to progress because it seems to want to convert my old Oculus account, which I used for this thing here, to a Facebook account. Now I don't really use Facebook. I can't remember the last time I logged into my Facebook account, but it looks like I'm going to have to go through some sort of a conversion process to convert my Oculus account into a Facebook account, because specifically for the Oculus Quest 2 device, that's what the app tells you need to do. So let's go ahead and open this up. Wow, so there you see it, there's the device. The two controllers that you can see there. So this is obviously supposed to be now the direct replacement of something like this. Very, very different, as you can see there. Now I don't know what these are. I'm guessing these are there to send some sort of motion. Maybe there's some sort of motion controls in there as well. I don't know if there's any sort of sensors in there, that if I'm moving my thumb or fingers around in there, if you can feel it. And what you've got there also, you've got sort of a very joypad type layout. So this button here, the analog stick, it's very nice, by the way. It's clicky, it does click. And you've got an A and B button there. And on this side, on the left side controller, you've got another analog stick as well, as you can see there, and the X and Y buttons, so A, B, X, Y. I'm just going to get this all out of the box and get the box out of the way. I don't think there's anything else in the box at all, other than the headset, the controllers, as we've seen already. We'll just put that to the side. And this looks like it's a glasses spacer, which I won't be needing. So if you're wearing glasses, you can add this in. Looks like it creates a little bit more space. So we'll leave that in the box. There is no documentation here at all, so I'm guessing they're relying on you installing the app and whatnot. That is literally it. That is the whole box. So let's get it out of the way. Let's get this thing here. So just a quick look. This is not, it's a bit weighty, but this is not as bulky as the Gear VR was, because obviously this was housing your phone, where this effectively has the display built into it. So hopefully a good quality display. The resolution on the phone was very nice, obviously the later generations, and so you did really get a good picture quality. This here is a silicone cover, so I guess this is going to provide quite a nice seal between your face and the actual headset. So again, minimizing sort of light bleed, maybe increasing some comfort as well. I don't know. I don't think it's something you have to use. I guess it's just an optional, and it will probably replace or go over this sort of soft, squishy fabric sort of seal there. I think this will just go straight on top, because it doesn't look like this comes off. This sponge here looks like it's fully stuck to this unit. So this silicone thing will go on top. So I'll try that out. Cool. So let's go ahead and quickly look at what this says here. So this says move lenses left or right to find the clearest view. So you can actually move the lenses inside left or right a little bit. I guess that makes sense, because no two people's eyes are going to be in exactly the same place. So you've got some adjustment available there, which is good. The strap itself, very similar to the Gear VR strap there. Now you can change these straps. I think you can get straps that add on some battery packs and whatnot. So I'm guessing this is a chargeable unit. I don't really know. I haven't looked into these too much, other than that I knew I wanted to mess around with one of these again, and the Gear VR wasn't an option, so I've gone ahead and got it. But in terms of what it's capable of, we'll find out. Reviews are good, who knows. So there's a strap, very similar to the Gear VR overall, and these are quite sturdy. I think there's speakers in there, if I'm not mistaken. If we just have a look there, I think there's a speaker there, and I think there's a speaker there, which makes sense because that is right by your ear once the headset's on. So let's just go ahead and put that down. See what's in the box here. Let's just open this up, and then we'll have a quick look at the app, and maybe I'll try and power it on and pair it and see what happens. So we've got a power adapter in here now. I'm hoping this thing is chargeable. If it's not chargeable, that means you've got to have the cable plugged in all the time. That length cable tells me this is chargeable, because that is not going to be long enough to sit with this thing plugged in, is it? So this has to be chargeable. A very Samsung-esque plug there. You can see that there, that will pop up. Let's just check the power rating on there quickly. I'm just going to point it towards myself so I can read it. It is a 5 volt 2 amp, so it's a 10 watt power supply. Not tremendously huge, but probably enough to just charge this thing up while it's sitting on the side not being used. I don't know what the battery life is like. I don't know if it's necessary to buy the battery pack head strap or not. There's nothing else in there other than the charging cable and the power adapter. And here is the paperwork. So there you go. There's a reference guide. And what else is there in there? The Oculus Quest 2 safety and warranty guide. So we'll just keep them aside. I'm not going to open those up. And what I'm going to do is try and find the power button, to be honest. So there's a little, this is telling me to take this off. So let's, okay, so this is not, I actually thought for a second it was actually that color, but it's not. So you can see this is some sort of a protective wrapping around it. And that there, I believe, is going to be the power button and a little indicator light as well. So we're going to go ahead and power this thing on. I'm going to hold it up and power it on. Just there. So I'm going to take the lens covers off as well. It does say no liquid cleaners on the lenses. You can see the lenses there. So let's go ahead and peel them off. Let's just quickly have a look at that compared to this here. So you can see the difference there immediately, right? There's the lens there. There's the lenses there. Now you can see these ones are very much closer to the eyes than what these old ones. Actually, mind you, roughly the same. What these ones seem to be. I'm trying to keep the strap out there. So you can see the difference there immediately. Right, now let's go ahead and try and power this thing on. So there's a charging port, and I think that there is a 3.5mm headphone jack, something you don't see very often anymore, and the charging port as well. And what looks like here, some sensors or cameras. I'm guessing these are, there may be cameras, there may be sensors, I'm not sure. There's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And let's go ahead and hit the power button. I don't know if it's going to be any, if again, Whether it's chargeable or not, I don't know. Whether it needs to be plugged into the power or not. Right, so it's definitely chargeable. Power light's on. You can see the white indicator light there. And let's go ahead now. I'm going to put this here because I don't really want to spoil this thing, to be honest. I want to put that on a bit of cardboard. I'm just going to have a quick look inside. I can see that it's powering on, and you can probably see that too through that flickering there. Catching a bit of refresh rate. I don't know what it's saying because I'm not looking in there yet. I'm going to see how far I can get before cutting the video, just to show you the app quickly then, right? So I signed in with my old Oculus account. It let me carry on. I got to this screen here, selected Oculus Quest 2, and look what it says. It says that it's going to say this. So I'm going to say continue, and it tells you straight away that you need to log in with a Facebook account. So the Oculus Quest 2 requires a Facebook account to log in. Here are some key features you should know about before logging in with a Facebook account. So what it's effectively going to do is it's going to merge my Oculus account with my Facebook account, which, to be honest, I don't really want to use my Facebook account, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to. So I will have to log in. I guess that's the only way I'm going to be able to use this product. So I will effectively go ahead and do that. But I'm not going to do it now on this video here. So I just wanted to open this up and compare this to the Gear VR and show you what it was all about. Maybe, you know, you yourselves were users of the Gear VR and you wanted to upgrade and you wanted to know whether or not you should. It's very difficult for me to demonstrate this product because I've got to stick it on my face and you're not going to see what I'm seeing. So there's no point in dragging this on too long. But this sort of gives you a feel for what you're getting in the box. You know, the sort of controllers, the difference in the controllers between this and the old Gear VR controller. There's definitely a lot more going on here, as you can see. Some wrist straps as well, so you don't fling this thing at the TV or something else. You've got some buttons here as well. These are very, very soft analog buttons, I must add. These are definitely analog. You could call them triggers. You've got analog triggers here as well, so you've got two lots of analog buttons, which is interesting. There's a little rough patch here. I don't know what that does, to be honest. I don't know if that's supposed to, I have no idea what that is. There's a little patch there and there's a little patch there. These might be, you can see if I bring it in closer, there's a little patch there. There's a little patch there. I wonder if these are some sort of touch sensitive controls there as well. So definitely some good stuff going on here. The Oculus button on that one there and the menu button here. It's going to be very interesting to see how these all work. I think they've got batteries in them because this one just tells you it's the right controller. There's a little tab here to pull this out, so I think there's some batteries in these controllers. Now I'm guessing, I don't know what batteries these take, how to open this up. Let's just go ahead and open it up quickly so we can see what batteries they take as well. It tells me I've got to slide it down, but it doesn't seem to be very easy to slide down. And let's see if I can do this without breaking this. Right, so we've got one AA battery there. As you can see, it's come with some Pro Pack Ultra Alkaline. Never heard of it. Ain't no Duracell, ain't no Energizer. There we go. I'll pull the other one out as well. At least it does come with some battery, so you can start faffing with it immediately. Let's get that out as well. Right, that's out. Another battery in there. And that's it. I think that is pretty much it. I've shown you everything about the controller. There's hopefully some indicator lights on these things somewhere, but if there's not, then there we go. Right, there you have it. I won't drag this out unnecessarily. This gives you an idea of what this product is like compared to the old Gear VR headsets. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you have, please leave a thumbs up. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and all the best.